right, good morning. Morning coffee on the farm. I decided to set up here today to take a look at this kitten because he is getting adopted today, later today. I'll give him a little treat here, and then I'll tell you the story behind this guy. There you go, guy. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You cute little one. Yeah. You cute little kitty cat. Cute little kitty cat. So, the story with this cat is that there was a bunch of kittens that were abandoned at Rachel's vet clinic. And where she works is about an hour's drive away from here, so it's quite a ways. And somebody dropped off a whole bunch of kittens, left them there, and all the people from the clinic went out to try to catch them in the parking lot, and they couldn't catch any of them because they were all crazy running all around. So they couldn't catch any of them. Well, Rachel drove home, and then the next morning she went out and she was going to take her car in to get serviced, oil change, and some other stuff done to it. And she drove into town, and when she went in the mechanic shop and they opened the hood, this cat jumped out. It had climbed up in the engine compartment of her car and ridden all the way down from the clinic and camped out overnight, and then climbed back in the car and rode all the way into town and jumped out when they opened the hood and ran all around the mechanic shop and hid in an old oil pan, like a pan of used oil. So the poor little guy had severe PTSD, and he was covered in oil and antifreeze and all kinds of nastiness. But they managed to catch him, and Rachel brought him home, and we've kept him here on the porch, fed him and nursed him back to health and played with him and got him to where he's friendly and sociable. And there's a family down the road that's going to adopt him later today. They had a cat that about a month, I think it was about a month ago, I guess it had gone missing for a while, and then somebody found it and brought it back, and it was just in really bad shape. It was starved and dehydrated and just not doing well at all. And they called to ask if Rachel could come take a look, but before we could even get over there, the poor thing died. So they have 2 or 3 kids, and the kids were super sad, and it's really sad when your pet dies, obviously. So anyway, I knew that they were grieving over the loss of their cat. So I reached out to them last week and I said, hey, we've got this kitten and he has a crazy story where he was a stowaway in the car riding down the highway. But they said, yeah, we'll adopt him. So he got his neuter surgery last week, and he's recovered and he's doing great, and he's really friendly and nice now. He's a cute little guy. So he's going to get adopted later today, which is cool. So I thought I would do one last kitten on the front porch stream. We've just been calling him Gato, but they'll probably give him a new name. Anyway, there's a happy ending to that tale. I got a big day and a big week. I'm probably going to go pick up 5 sheep today from a nearby farm. 5 rams that are getting close to being of age for processing. So I think I'm going to go and buy them from this other farm, bring them back here. They'll have to be castrated and then recover from surgery and finish out here over a couple of months. And then they will probably they're already close to 100 pounds, so they're pretty big already. But they will probably be our first batch of sheep that we process this year, which will be good to do so many at the first processing, and that they're so big, we should get a lot of meat from them, and we'll be able to. With that many, we'll be able to get a wide variety of cuts, all the different. We'll get all the different cuts. Plus, we'll be able to get lamb burger and stew meat and all that kind of stuff. If we just take fewer animals to the processor, we have to pick and choose strategically what cuts we want. But if we take 5 big ones in, then we'll get a little bit of everything, which will be cool. Be a good way to start the season. So anyway, I'm probably going to go get 5 sheep today, and got a whole bunch of other stuff to do. And my ducks are coming, so I got to start getting together the stuff I need to be ready for them. So exciting week. Lots going on. Anyway, I got to get the boy up and running and get him off to daycare so I can get back here and start getting stuff done. Wish our little guy luck here in his new home. And say a prayer for us, wish us luck, and check in with you tomorrow.